Hello, welcome. Thank you all for coming. So we'll promptly start in about 2 minutes. I will go through in the order for starting with Renuka, then Allison, Vashti, and am I pronouncing that correctly? Oh, you're muted. Hopefully I'm correct.
Sorry, it's pronounced Vashti. I took off my glasses because they were glaring on the screen and now I can't see.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know I was just about to close my curtains a little bit because it's so like bright in here. And like if I move a certain way, it's like a huge
Oh
glare.
yeah, wow.
Yeah. But thank you. That's a beautiful name. So Bash
Ty.
you said, right?
Correct.
Bash. Okay, thank you so much. And then so Bash you'll go third, and then Karen, I'll have you go fourth. And I will moderate the whole conversation. So you won't have to worry about like what you're supposed to say, but I mean, some of you all have shared capabilities, so I'm just setting that up right now. And unless you guys have any questions for me, it's pretty straightforward to what the agenda is. You'll just answer the questions based in kind of that order of talking about the jobs, and then something you want to share about in addition to your company. And this will be recorded and it'll be uploaded to our website, so anyone who's not able to attend will be able to watch the video and hear about the positions as well, and get in connection with you or with me, however you prefer, if you don't feel comfortable sharing like your contact information. Does that sound good? All right, great. I think we can wait if you guys don't mind, because I'm pretty sure we won't need the whole hour, but we can wait a few minutes. Hopefully we'll get a couple more participants in here. I have pretty much all the ECE classes offering the extra credit to their students to join, so I'm hoping that we get a couple more in here. And so I'm just gonna fix my blinds really quick and I'll be right. Help. Sorry. Okay. Okay, that's a little better. All right, thank you all for being patient with me, and I'll just go ahead and start since we are recording. Hopefully, I'll turn off the waiting room and we'll have some additional people joining us, hopefully. So I'll go ahead and admit. All right. So I want to welcome you all for coming here today to the Careers with Children Job Fair virtual event of the fall 2021 semester, brought to you by Skylines College Strategic Partnerships and Workforce Development Division. In this event, we're specifically here for our ECE students, as well as those who are interested in pursuing a career with working with children. And so tonight we decided to hold 2 sessions to kind of meet the need of our students, especially those who are taking courses or transitioning in their roles at looking to transition in their roles at work. So potentially, already working, and we understand how early childhood environments can work kind of late sometimes. So we wanted to make sure that we hit students in all areas. And so in both these sessions, we have some amazing companies here representing early childhood and with us today, and that includes Peninsula Family Services, Burlingame School District, Spectrum Schools, all five. Later on this evening, joining us will be City of South San Francisco, CAIO, Bright Horizons, and Child Care Careers. I want to give a big thank you to all of our representatives here today who have joined us in this first session of the evening to provide information about the incredible job opportunities that are available right now, especially during these complicated times. So I'll begin with each one of you taking a moment to please introduce yourself and your role, and briefly share about the services that your company provides for children and families within the community. And I will start off with Renuka from Peninsula Family Services.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Renuka Virlal. Can you hear me okay? Okay, so I'm the Human Resource Business Partner for our Early Learning Department. Just a little bit about Peninsula Family Service. Peninsula Family Service has been serving the San Mateo County for over 70 years now. We are not for-profit agency. Our mission has always been to strengthen our community by providing our children, our families, and older adults the support and tools to realize their full potential and lead healthy, stable lives. So we have three main components to our agency. They are early learning, of course, financial empowerment, and older adult services. So I'm here today to speak about our early learning program. Thank you.
Thank you, Renuka. And next we have Allison from the Burlingame School District.
Hello, my name's Allison Bell. I'm the HR specialist for the Burlingame School District. So Burlingame has an enrollment of about 3,300 students. We have 7 schools, 6 elementary and 1 middle school that all of our elementary schools feed into. And we currently reside right next to the hospital. So if you miss us, we're a small little building, we're a small little school district, but we currently serve anywhere between the 3,300 students and some inter-district transfers as well.
Thank you, Allison. And next we have Vashti from Spectrum Schools.
Hi, everyone. My name is Vashti Teague, and I'm part of the recruiting team at Spectrum Schools. We have 17 campuses across Northern and Southern California, and we support students with special needs. So our focus is on students that are K through 12, or actually K through 22, that have some type of challenge, whether it be autism, whether they are, ADHD or have some severe disability. We provide a learning environment that enables them to meet their educational goals. I do have a short video. Is now the appropriate time to play that, or do you want me to?
You'll
wait?
actually have some time to talk specifically about the roles, and that'll be a great time to share the video. We're just doing some quick introduction so everyone kind of knows.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
Thanks, Vashti. And last but not least, we have Karen Pace from All Five.
Hi, everyone. I am the Strategic Projects Manager at All Five. I came on specifically because we're involved in an enrollment expansion project. We have historically served 24 children per year, and we will be growing to 88 children by next August 2022. We are a socioeconomically diverse program, so we serve full pay families and state subsidy families, as well as sliding scale pay families.
Great, thank you so much. Thank you all for sharing some intriguing background information about your programs. And now we'll just move right into hearing more about the positions and hearing more about your programs and what comes along with all of that. So I'm super excited to hear from everyone, but I'm going to start again with Renuka. Renuka, welcome. Thank you for coming today. I know you partnered with us before in the past, so it's great to see you again. And please just share with us, what positions are available currently at Peninsula Family Services and what skills and qualifications would students need to have for these particular positions.
Sure thing. So we have 8 sites throughout San Mateo County. We're always, we have a big need. We're always looking for teachers with the following permits. We're looking for teachers with associate teacher permit, master teacher permits for our infant, toddler, preschool classrooms. And also we have a site at South San Francisco that also does school age children as well. So some of the, and in addition to that, like we are building our substitute teacher pool right now. It's a great way for college students to come in, gain experience that they might not have right now since they're just starting out. And also, along with that, they have the flexibility with their time to attend classes as well. So some of the qualities besides the minimum qualification, with our permit level, we always look for teachers who are passionate about serving children, who are going to align with our vision and values, and also, provide our students with that really good foundation for higher learning. So, our teachers, we look for somebody who can verbally communicate with our parents and adults in English, use the correct language, and when possible, like sometimes they might have to speak in the children's home language as well. Some of the qualities we look for, maturity, sensitivity, like to children's needs, and really work cooperatively with their team members and co-teachers. And also some other things like, willing to take, constructive feedback, willing to work with, whatever the changes that are required in the moment. So, just being cooperative and working with their lead teachers as well. So should I get into some of our benefits or?
Yes, that would be great. So yeah, tell us more about, why it would be a great place to work and anything else you would like to share as far as, the
Sure
classroom
thing.
environment and anything like that.
Yeah, so some of our benefits include we have a $500 teacher sign-on bonus. We have a 100% tuition reimbursement program set up with Skyline and other community colleges. We foster really good, positive work culture for our teachers, excellent teamwork, collaboration. We, in addition to all the benefits, some of our benefits are like full medical, dental, 403B. We have a great match, 3% match that we provide, health insurance, dental, life insurance. Yeah, so those are some of our basic, and a good program, a good component of our job is that we also, teachers who are working towards higher permits, along with the higher permit levels, they get a bump in their salary as well. So we have a tier system for our pay rates for our teachers. So those are some of our benefits that we provide for our teachers.
Great, thank you so much, Renika. Is there anything else that you want to add before we move on to the next representative?
No, just that, we are based in our community. We have a sense of like service to our community. So that's the strongest point is that, we're looking for teachers who will add to it.
Well, thank you so much for coming. I know that you had a prior engagement prior to this, so I really appreciate you coming and sharing the information you have. And if you're not able to stay much longer, any questions that you guys might have for Renuka, you can contact me directly, and her and I have been working close together, so I will definitely get your question answered from her should you have any further questions or are interested in any of these opportunities.
I will stay for a little bit.
Okay.
And then, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, whenever. I know
yeah, I can wait for a few minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you might have had to step off. So, but if in the event that you do, and I just want to let you guys know, if you do have questions, we will have a Q&A section after, a little towards the end, but you feel free to drop any questions that you might have in the chat, and the representative might be able to answer it, or we'll be able to type it in the chat throughout. So feel free to use that. And I'm sorry if you guys just heard that. My cat is over here jumping around. So we'll move on to our next representative from the Burlingame School District. Allison, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming tonight as well. And We'll move through the same kind of order. If you could tell us a little bit more about this exciting opportunity that has been presented through the Burlingame School District for some positions in teaching, and also a little bit about the skills and qualifications. And
Sure. So some immediate positions that we have open, I'm sure people have heard of behavioral aides. Behavioral aides are our staff, our instructional aides that work side by side with the special education department. And I will be honest, they are the meat and bones that keep that special ed classroom going. So if you ever have had a desire or a heart to work in the special education department, this is where you would be able to observe the teacher and gain that knowledge and respect for what is presented to you. Behavioral aid, obviously it's, behavior based. So you would be trained under our Director of Special Education. We also do have a behaviorist that's on site. We have ample opportunities for professional growth and opportunities for staff to, gain knowledge on those. And then some outside of classroom, we also have some campus supervisor positions open. And this might sound kind of interesting, but we have a rather large size middle school. And so we're looking for some folks that would like to supervise, recess, supervise lunch, make sure that the safety and well-being of the students is taken care of, especially with all the construction that's going on at our middle school. Something else that I would just like to touch base on is upcoming possibilities is transitional kindergarten is going to be a universal requirement coming up for the state of California. And I've been talking with Alexa in regards to preparing specifically Skyline students to obtain some of these positions for associate teachers as well as assistant teachers. And with that, Burlingame School District is willing to pay for the permit as well as to help guide you in regards to obtaining the permit, which would be on my end. And these are TK classrooms, which means that the students are 4 years old. And you would be in there with a teacher who is a credentialed teacher, and you would be able to continue working in the ECE field, but as well as continuing on with your education if you wanted to in regards to becoming a teacher. Some of the benefits to joining a public school, I think the biggest benefit is definitely the pension retirement. The minute that you step foot into a public school system, you are either attached to a classified or a certificated pension system. And this is where we continue to pay you when you decide to retire. That's always a positive, and they're not always easy to come around at this time. We also offer dental, vision, health and welfare, 401ks, 403bs as well. And also you get to work on a school schedule. So every holiday that the student has, you also have. You don't work over the summer unless you choose to. You can always work summer school. But those are definitely the added benefits. You also have a release time of 3 o'clock, so you can go to school in the evening if you wanted to.
that is great. Thank you so much, Allison,
Of
for
course.
sharing those positions. It's a lot going on at the Burlingame School District. So
Yes.
I hope we have some interested candidates for you, especially that TK position.
Mhm.
I know we do have an elementary education courses and certificate degree at the ECE program at Skyline College. So hopefully that's really intriguing, because you don't really get to hear a lot of those opportunities come
No.
around. So
Mhm.
looking forward to that and collaborating with you more on that as it plays out.
Yes.
So is there anything else you want to share in regards to anything at all about the positions or the company before we move on to our next employer?
Yeah, 2 things that I like to touch base on is that any position within a school district, the place to go to look for these positions, it's called EdJoin, EDJOIN.org. And that's for all of our public schools within the peninsula, post positions there. And that's where you can also apply. And then also another added benefit I forgot to mention is the pay scale, obviously, because every year is an added step, meaning that wherever you're starting, the next year you're making more. So those are already in place for staff so that they can continue to grow. As well as when negotiations happen with the union, there's always an increase in salary too.
Yeah, and it's always a great place to get your foot into the door. So
Mhm.
definitely check out EdJoin if you haven't heard of it before, but also many of the positions Allison spoke about, I also have the links for those too, so I can always get you connected and help with, setting up your resume and getting all that wonderful stuff set for the application process as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Allison, for joining us, and thank you for sharing. And we'll go ahead and move on to Vashti. Vashti, can you tell us a little bit more about Spectrum Schools and the positions? And also, we love to watch your video now too, whenever you
Okay.
feel it's the right time.
Great. If I can make it work, I'll go ahead and share it. It does probably better job of sharing about our program than what I might. Let's see. If I can make this work. Okay.
Spectrum Center is a school system for students with special needs, and we custom design solutions for school districts in order to be able to help serve students in the most appropriate way possible.
Spectrum Center schools and programs joined in 2004, and we partner with public school districts to provide quality programs to educate children and young adults with autism spectrum disorders, developmental delays, emotional disturbances, behavioral challenges, or other special needs. Spectrum is a viable and proven solution for public school districts that don't have all the resources to serve children with special needs. We believe all students can learn and succeed, and our dedicated and compassionate teachers and staff help students with differing abilities advance educationally, behaviorally, and socially. Our teachers and staff are experts in working with students with special needs, and they are skilled at providing applied behavior analysis therapy, commonly known as ABA therapy, which is the foundation of our evidence-based instructional program. Since it was established in 1975, Spectrum has continually evolved to meet the needs of the growing number of students who have challenging educational and behavioral needs. We are committed to positively impacting the lives of our students and families, providing services in the least restrictive environment, and transitioning students back to their district school.
One of our primary beliefs here at Spectrum School is that all students can learn and all students can be successful.
Within, say, the first 2 or 3 months, you're seeing significant gains with math, reading fluency, reading comprehension, and it's basically embedded into the entire program.
One of the things that we hear from parents a lot is that they see their students change after they come to Spectrum.
We improve lives by providing behavioral health and education solutions with guaranteed accountability and integrity of service. We are grounded in servant leadership and a social mission to offer hope. The Spectrum story is our story.
So we have openings for instructional aides or teachers' aides, whatever you may call them. And we have them for varying class sizes and varying student types. So we have for our high school ages, we have for elementary, we have for middle school. And essentially what our teachers' aides do is assist the students. So some of our students have what we call a one-to-one aide, and they are working alongside that student throughout the day and, helping them specifically. And then we have others that just provide classroom support and work with multiple students throughout the day. And so those are opportunities that we have available. We also have opportunities for teachers as well. And all of our teachers are special education teachers. So we have mild, moderate, and we have modest, severe. We do also hire intern teachers, and we do help you get your credentials. We also, if you do start off in an aide position and you do want to continue your education, we provide support towards that as well. So we want to make sure that our staff is growing and developing in their careers as well. And if you're wanting to get exposure to students with special needs, we're a really good place to do so.
Thank you so much, Vashti. That was a great video. It really gave some insight on kind of the work that you would be supporting the youth with and the services. So I really appreciate you sharing that with everyone. Is there anything else you want to add as far as anything related to the position or to the schools in particular?
Sure. So I probably should mention we do offer a full benefits package, and we are a non-public school, so the retirement plan is a little bit different than what it would be for the public, but everything else is very competitive.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing, and really appreciate you being here as well. And I'll be glad you're here for the Q&A section too. So hopefully we'll have some questions from the participants. And last but not least, we have Karen from All Five. Hi, Karen, welcome.
Hey, thank you so much for inviting and including us in this. And I'll share some slides partially through my presentation just to highlight some of the things I was going to talk about. The positions we have available are teacher positions as well as an assistant director position. If there's somebody who has, or people who have teaching experience and are interested in furthering their career path into leadership or management, we are hiring for an assistant director. The most important qualifications for all of our positions, or both our positions, are first loving children. That is what we do all day long. And it is awesome to have experience working with kids, and terrific to be certificated. If you don't have either of those things, we do grow our own teachers. So we're always interested in people who believe in the mission of our school and are love children and are interested in the opportunity. We have teachers who have started out as classroom aides or working in the facilities part, or we have all kinds of positions at the school which are not teaching, and you can take your classes and learn to be a teacher all at the same time while being part of the organization. And the last thing, which I mentioned just in passing, is being mission aligned. And I'll turn on my slides now to talk a little bit about the mission of the school. So All Five is located in the Ravenswood neighborhood, which is East Palo Alto and Eastern Menlo Park. So geographically, we're a little bit different than some of the other organizations. The second slide, I'm going to not read or even really spend much time on. I assume in your classes that this is all very familiar to anybody who's thinking about a career in early childhood education. What is a little bit different is our history and of the organization and why we were founded. So our founder, Carol Thompson, had taught at Bing Nursery School for a long time on the Stanford campus, and she had also worked in East Palo Alto low-income properties and organizations, and she was dismayed by the difference in the pedagogy that she saw high-income families, children being taught in a very creative way, child-centered, really creative thinking, and many schools for children from lower income families were taught with a very didactic approach and lots of worksheets and not much self-direction. And then we expect all of these children when they get to kindergarten to learn the same and achieve the same. And with such different beginnings, it's just impossible to have everybody have great outcomes. And so she was committed to creating a socioeconomically diverse school, and that's what All Five is. So at All Five, our quality is high enough that the high income families pay $2,300 a month for the preschool and $2,500 a month for the infant and toddler programs. And yet 50% of our families are state-funded families, so they're at or near the poverty line, and which means the state reimburses us about $1,000 a month, and we fundraise for the difference, so that all the children are getting the exact same education regardless of their family's ability to pay. And then, as I mentioned earlier, 25% of our families are on a sliding scale. They're usually just over the poverty line. They make enough money that they can't qualify for state funding, but they don't make nearly enough to pay for early childhood education or care. And to those families, we charge them based on their ability to pay, and then we fundraise for the difference. The other side benefit, as I'm sure you've gathered and see here, is there's lots of research, and you've probably studied this in school, regarding socioeconomic diversity. And it's, we believe, is more important now than ever that, that we don't have segregated early childhood experiences, that children all learn together and learn from each other. And that is really a key to our approach. So as I mentioned, we have two programs. We have the infant toddler program, which starts at 6 weeks and then 2 to 2 years, 9 months. And our preschool program is 2 years, 9 months to transitional kindergarten or kindergarten. We have a really beautiful partnership with the Ravenswood City School District. We are on the Bellhaven Elementary School campus. So we're located on a district campus, but we're a private preschool. We believe that parents should choose the school that's the right match for their child, and that a child should transition to the elementary school when they're developmentally ready, and that parents are the best people to make that decision. And we're so lucky that our district really believes in the same thing. Therefore, some kids transition at transitional kindergarten, others wait until kindergarten. And we've even had 1 or 2 children who wait longer than that because they're not developmentally ready to be in a big classroom with a bigger teacher to student ratio. With regard to why it's a great place to work, we're involved in an expansion. And so we have many open positions, and what based on a great culture and a great team that has been there since we were founded. And there will be lots of opportunity for career growth as we expand from 24 kids. Well, we're at 35 now, and as we expand to 88 kids. The other, when I was going to talk about the benefits and perks about our organization, inspired leadership is the #1 thing our staff talks about, that Carol Thompson is a master educator and provides really incredible support and mentorship as young teachers come, or even experienced teachers who have not been in an organization with lots of professional growth opportunities. The staff are terrific, and we have a very strong ethos of teamwork. And so you not only have support from the leadership, but also your fellow teachers. The mission of our school is for sure the #1 thing that people are passionate about. We also have teacher housing not far from us that has provided really high quality housing for many of our teachers at reasonable rates. We provide medical, we have cell phone reimbursement. We have a mental health therapist on site. So there's professional learning from a mental health therapist, as well as a therapist working with children who are struggling to help them integrate with the other children and be an inspired and engaged learner. I mentioned the district partnership. And the last thing that I'll say is that I would encourage anyone who's interested in what we do to come visit. We'd love to have socially distanced visits. We are 100% outdoor right now because of COVID, except for nap time and meal time. And All Five is a different and really interesting place. And even if you didn't ultimately apply or work for All Five, I believe that as an educator, it's a great model to observe and to help think about how we approach early childhood education and care, and how we make it equitable for all children and families. And lastly, just Alexa has my information, and you can feel free to contact me through her, or my email is really easy. It's Karen@all5.org. Anyway, thank you for your interest in being here today, and mostly thank you for considering or being committed to a career in early childhood education. It could not be more important that these kids have a great start, that all children have a great start, and your studies and your passion will make such a huge difference in the lives of the children and their families.
Thank you so much, Karen, for all of that. I feel like you covered so much, but I love hearing all about it, especially since you guys are a private organization. I feel like you do so much, and the benefits are great too. And thank you for sharing. I mean, it seems like a great opportunity and a great place to be at. I am going to ask if there's anything else that you do want to add before we move to the Q&A section of
Sure. The only thing I wanted to say that I didn't say was when I talk about the benefits of what your lives and careers will mean is, in addition to the children and families, is one of the reasons, or probably the primary reason, we have this amazing relationship with our school district is great early childhood education makes such a difference for children coming to elementary school prepared and ready to learn. It makes a difference in teacher satisfaction at the elementary school, because the kids they are teaching and with all day are ready to learn and excited about learning. And so your impact has a big impact on, your efforts have a big impact on school districts as well, and classroom teachers at that level.
Definitely. I really appreciate everyone coming and sharing about the positions and the companies, all amazing companies to work for, and great ways to get experience doing what we're here to do and what we love, right? Obviously, this is a Careers with Children webinar specifically. So, really consider these different opportunities. And like Karen mentioned, I do have her contact information. I have everyone's contact information here. So feel free to reach out to me if you are interested or would like to know more about these particular positions that were spoke about here today. And just to piggyback off what you said about, high quality care, and just for the love of children, I have over 10 years of experience being in a classroom. And it was nothing more rewarding than being in the classroom with little learners, right? Or, essentially, what we used to say were like small people. They are people too. And for us to be able to gain professional development, gain working experience, being in the classroom, being present and helping them to feel confident in their learning and growth, and providing the ultimate, love for the children and passion. So thank you all for coming. Thank you, Renuka. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Bashtai and Karen, for coming and sharing your positions and talking about your companies. It was an invaluable experience, I feel, and I'm so excited and hope that, when we post this, you guys obviously get some great potential candidates for these positions from Skyline. Just thank you for coming to tonight's webinar. And if we can give them all a virtual round of applause, and I will open up the Q&A now. If anyone does have questions, please feel free to, drop them in the chat if you feel more comfortable doing that, or you can simply raise your hand and unmute yourself as far as anything about their company, about the positions that were spoken about this evening. All right, I'm not seeing any questions. So just thank you all again for coming. We ended quite early, but that's okay. We got all the information out that we needed to. And should there be any other questions that happen in the future, I will definitely be in contact with you. And these positions will also get shared out through our job and internship share form. So students and alumni and community members will still be able to see these positions are open and available in addition to this video on the website. And yeah, feel comfortable if you would like to leave your contact information in the chat for any students. And thank you all again so much.
Thank you, Alexa, for doing this today. It was a great format. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Thank you so much for coming, Karen. It was a pleasure hearing about all five. It was my first time hearing about all five. So look forward to future collaborations with all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I guess to the students who are in here, we will have another session starting up at 6:30. So feel free to hang out in the room here. I can turn on some music and